Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today, we're taking another shot at Lost Planet Power Armor. They are Diaclone KOs or ripoffs, whatever you want to call them. I just had to get them, and this is my second set. If you guys seen a couple videos back, maybe more than a couple videos, I did a review on some other Power Armors, which did not come with pilots, which I did not know of. So I had to buy these because, one, I had to make sure the pilots matched. And you can see they got the little pilot right there. That's what it should have looked like. But this guy comes with like a bunch of cool different accessories, different bots. So the power armors being different's a good thing. So it just says Lost Planets on the side. Shows this stuff right here, which I really don't know what it's trying to represent. I guess it's just showing you can combine stuff, I guess. Then you got a bunch of different designs of power armor on the back. So packaging is pretty solid. Not when you receive it in the mail and it has some like stuff stuck to it, like a sticker or something, but whatever. Let's get these power armors out of the package. Out of the box. These guys are intimidating more than the other sets that I got because they came with crazy instructions, and I mean crazy instructions, because you get all this going through here, all this going on in here. Like, I guess you can combine it with a bunch of other stuff. Shows my knowledge on this. And then you got, more here. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot. So I was sort of playing around with them a little bit, and it's awesome. So the one not so awesome looking bot I put into his crate, and then I have the better of the two out. You will see both of them. But before we get into this guy, let's take a look at all the accessories. So they do come each with their crate. The crate is pretty awesome. It's basically something you'd see that'd be dropped from a futuristic drop ship. They just drop right into the battleground or battlefield, and then it would just open up if this thing wants to open up. Now, a lot of these joints are very, very tight, which are okay with me. So you can see inside, that's where you would plug your robot suit in there. A lot of cool sculpted detail in there. Definitely does not look bad. And there's little holes and stuff. You can actually mount guns to it, which is funny because this one had the guns already mounted inside the box. This one did not. Very bizarre, but it works. They both came with a pair of claws. As I dropped one of them. But yeah, you get these little like grippy hands, stuff you'd think a T-Rex would use because he can't reach. But they're sculpted very, very nice. Just made out of, cast out of black plastic, and nice little detail on there. Little grabby claw hands. So you get a pair of those with each robot. And let me get these ones out here. So let's sort of do it in sync. And then they both come with, I don't know if I think these are cannons. They could be antennas. I have to look into it a little bit more, but yeah, they look like they can plug into something. They got some sculpted detail at the bottom. Very just clean looking design. Even has the actual tips hollowed out. So I would say these are cannons. So you get a pair of those with each robot. And these are with these sets specifically. And then we also get a futuristic crotch rocket on his little panel. You can definitely see it plugs in somewhere, which I'll figure that out throughout this review. And then this just lifts up off of it. And look at that. Even a little bit of sculpted detail they added to the wall. So the bike itself, the wheels spin. Not as smooth as the rear, but the front definitely is nice. Silver rims. Just the little details. I mean, these things are tiny. Got the little cannons in the front. You could add a little bit of paint to it, some wash to it. Definitely make this thing stand out even more. But a very, very cool design throughout. I really like it. So you just mount this back right there, and there you go. Then my hairy arm. Uh, my favorite part of this, and the reason I got them, was so I can have some pilots. Got a little bit of silver paint there. It's two-tone. You got the the gunmetal lower half, the green upper half, flesh face, and these guys are super tiny. One thing I really like, see those little things? Those are magnets, and they're actually strong magnets. I really wish I had something that was metal that I could show you. Give me 1 second and I will find that. Got myself a little Allen wrench. It is metal. Got this guy. So he does stay on there very well. Very strong magnets for being little tiny magnets like that. Now back to the figure itself. Articulation is really good. So he has a little ball joint up at the top so he can lift his arm up, swing it all the way around. Even has an elbow joint. Look at that. A little bit of an elbow joint. He has even a ab crunch. See that? Ab crunch. That is insane. He's so little. It's so awesome. I mean, wish we got figures like this with every like Transformer and then have them where they can fit into the Transformer. It would be great. The actual legs can kick out. Not too bad. You could do a Spartan kick. It's got the knee joint. And that's basically the articulation that these guys have. And I mean, it's a lot more than anybody would probably expect a little figure like this. I mean, this thing is tiny. And let me show an example. Let me grab a Wolverine claw hand, just so you can see the size comparison. These guys are barely bigger than a gripping hand. So awesome stuff. Now the bot itself, I like this one a lot, just because I love the clear dome. It has a lot more detail to it, and it came out when I pulled it out of the package. I'm like, what the heck are these? So I guess it has like some sort of wings or something. Oh, it's unplugged. You can plug in. I guess you can remove them, maybe use them as guns or something, but look like some sort of like radar or wings or something for movement. And then he had his gun already in his hand. So I was like, okay. So he has like a little casted in black plastic, like plasma rifle. Looks pretty decent. Little focus there. Come on, let's get some focus. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. Little bit of paint there. Got some paint red there, just sort of breaking up the solid green look. And I love that it's just like, hey, you got the olive green with the black plastic, and it all works. Looks very, very good. And these things have a lot of articulation. Like, he basically has like a butterfly joint. He can rotate that part. He has an elbow bend, and it pivots at the bicep. And I don't know if he has wrist rotation too. So a lot of articulation on such a little bot. His legs can kick out. Yes, like you can kick out that way. He has a knee bend. When it works, it's again very tight. Knee bend right there. Ankle bend, and you get pivot. Like insane amount of articulation, and I love it. Now this part down here, if I can do it on camera, it's a little. There's got to be an easier way. Let me lift this part up first. So this part folds down, that part folds up, so you can actually put the figure inside. He just sort of fits in like so. Got to have a pilot for a power suit. This folds down, this folds up. You can actually still see the pilot inside through there. It looks very, very cool. And one thing that I noticed that these ones had that the other ones didn't, they had like this little slide. And I don't recall the other ones having that at all. And this is so you can like actually take this part and slide it down and like basically turn it into a different style of a mech, which I will show you with the other one. But it's still cool to have that type of ability. So very, very cool. Let's go ahead and pop this dude open. So when you have them in the box, this one's not plugged in the back. I just left them loose to make it easier to get out. So you just open it up, and as you can see, guns and everything are mounted. So I guess these are the wings. So he has similar wings too. And then his gun's just plugged in like so. So wings and guns get plugged, and then he just slides out. Again, there's that plug in the back that would plug right into the peg hole. And then this is sort of how you transform him. I mean, he's a basic little cube mode, and you just bring his legs out, fold the knee, butterfly back out, adjust the elbows. And now you see why this guy I sort of used as the last one I would review, because he's sort of bland. I feel like there should have been something in his chest right there, some sort of logo or something, and then you got like a little bit of a visor up top, but he's more of the plain looking, bot. When you look at them side by side, they're just the one on the right's just way cooler. But this guy, you can't really see inside the visor very well, even with the light. Let me see if I can focus a little bit more. Yeah, you really can't. But when you flip this part down, flip it up, hey, he's got a pilot, and he has flipped colors, Very cool. Let me see. Yeah, so you'd have the wings that would plug in the back there. So there's a lot of little ports that you could probably plug a lot of stuff into. But let me get these guys all geared up, figure out where these cannons go, set that up. But first, let's check out, see how well this guy sits on a bike. His legs. Oh, no way. Didn't realize his legs can actually fold back like that. Trying here, guys. So little. He's so little to get on there, but as you can see, they can ride these little futuristic war. I guess his hands could go into here. Let me try to do that. His elbow on this one feels brittle. Yeah, don't feel comfortable doing that, but I just did it. I guess his hands would go into here. Sort of plugs them in. And his legs. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I guess you can close it however you want. I'm just trying to figure out, I know his feet rest back here, but you got this little indent there that I think the hands would fit into, which they do plug in, but I guess you just have to finagle and adjust them to get them to fit all nice and snug down. But still a really cool accessory to have. I mean, it's a tiny motorcycle. Let the battle commence. I busted out the other power armors and I put them with their matching partner colors, and it just looks awesome having them all on one area, battling it out. And as you can see in the background, this is the other power armor box. It's almost like a greenish gray, brownish gray compared to the silver. So if you see the difference in the color, it's because it's different plastic. Now these are how the cannons can be used. You can actually mount them up on this way. And I just sort of propped it up there. And then this one, I kept the back piece on it, which the back piece does come off like so. So this is the part that's sort of attached to the box. So I just flipped it around and mounted the cannons that way. So that is a different way you can actually have your guns mounted. And this guy, I adjusted him because underneath they have that little strip where it slides the whole legs back, so you can actually turn the mech to look like this. And what's crazy, and I didn't even realize it, so moving this out, let me get him out of here. That little seat right there is adjustable. You can actually push it all the way back, and then you get your hand in there, and you can flip it all the way forward if you want, which, great, now it's sort of stuck. But yeah, you can adjust the seat for the pilot, which is crazy. I didn't even know that. So, you know, that's just one mode that they show you can actually slide everything back. Now, I was questioning if it was on these other bots, and they were. You got that strip right there. The reason I didn't see that is because it didn't come with any manuals with the other sets. So, learning stuff every day about toys. And the motorcycles, nothing in the manuals about them. They have the little hinge thing. I don't know what they attach to. Which maybe to another ship or something that combines all this stuff. I am not too sure. But I love the fact that these are very identical to the other ones I got. So if I wanted to, I'm just totally destroying it. I could actually take this piece and I can use it on this power suit. It'll focus. There we go. So you can interchange the pieces and make like an ultimate, however you want to do it. I love that freedom when you have toys to be able to adjust and take parts off. And let's see here. Let's take this big one off. Yeah. These weren't on. It's going to be a mess in the background. I had that nice little battle scene set up, but I'm just wanting to show you. You can just plug this right in, give him the backpack. So that is very, very good. The fact that everything is, you know, interchangeable and everything, and the pilots can go in either one, and all this amazing fun factor out of these itty bitty little mechs. These are going to look great standing next to some Transformers for sure. Now for some size comparison. As you can see, I brought in Voyager class Siege Hound because he really matches the color of the whole setup, and it looks like he's sort of like assembling his little attack squad. And I mean, they scale pretty good. I mean, they are a lot smaller, but very, very cool to be able to integrate them together. I was going to bring out a leader class, but that thing would tower over these guys. As you can see, the Voyager towers over them, but still looks really good. Now, another thing I want to do for size comparison for you Transformer fans out there. Here is a Headmaster, and this is all blurry. Focus. There we go. These guys are a lot smaller, way smaller than a Headmaster, which is cool because this is a robot. So, you know, I guess this is more of a human. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome to have that size comparison. And why didn't we get, you know, with the Masterpiece Prime, why didn't Spike be this way? Why did they make Spike all weird looking and clunky? Like, why couldn't they make it like this? This would be so good and still look right. Because I think they gave Spike like these giant, like, Mega Man boots and stuff like that. I could probably grab him, but he's all in display mode. So this is awesome. I mean, to be able to, you know, have these guys out and about. And I hope they make a pilot pack where I can just buy a bunch of pilots, because now I have 4 robot suits without any well, I have 4 robot suits and only 2 pilots. I was gonna say without any pilots, but I actually have 2. So I mean, I guess they can each have 2. I mean, I guess it's like having 2 cars, I guess, maybe. So that sums up my unboxing and review of Lost Planet's Power Armor. If you guys like what you saw, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more, as I'm always pumping out a variety of content. And I want you guys to check out Toyco, Toys and Collectibles. Both links are down below for the little Facebook groups. Join up with them. The community is really fun, interactive, a lot of fellow nerds and collectors that you can chat with, or you can just sit there and check out everybody else's collections and stuff. And you can do some trades, all that good stuff. Then you have the second group, which is the pre-order group, allowing you to stay in the know when it comes to figures, collectibles. When stuff's coming out, you'll know when it's coming out. And Toyco offers some of the best pre-order pricing that is around. I haven't seen anybody beat it. And make sure you check up and join up with both. Doesn't cost anything to join Facebook groups. And I want you guys to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting and have a beautiful day.